Welcome to Women in Leadership, The Power Within. My name is Julia Ombasyi, and this is a show where we talk to women who have risen into leadership positions. We look at the journeys they've had, we look at the kind of experiences they've had, sometimes the fights they've had. And today is one such day. We have a great guest, the brilliant Mercy Omollo. Mercy Omollo is the IT and Digital Transformation Director at Isuzu East Africa. And I'm your host, Julia Ombasyi. Welcome, Mercy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's so nice to have you. We've been looking forward to having you.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Yes.
But we're here now.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
You have this nice position, you have this high position, you have this powerful position. Did you ever think that you'd be there, or did it grow gradually, or as you were in school you were thinking, I have to be in IT?
Yeah, so I think it was a gradual thing. Definitely I definitely didn't think I would be here. When I started studying for IT, initially I wanted to become a lawyer, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
And you'd have been a good one too.
No, maybe when I retire from my IT life, I'll probably consider it. But yeah, it was a gradual thing. I didn't think I saw women leaders in the technology field that I could look up to at the time. So I knew, yes, I had a passion for technology, but I didn't know that I would come this far in my career. All I knew is that I pursued excellence in whatever I was doing. And that kind of led me to ensure that I'm pushing the boundaries, pushing the limits in terms of my career. And so here we are. So it's been a journey. I've gotten a lot of support across the way, but I'm happy. Yeah.
And so you're just being diligent and doing what you do, knew to do best.
Exactly. So for me, whether I would have been a lawyer or whether it was a technology director right now, I think one thing that I always pursue is excellence in what I do. So I knew whichever role or whichever field that I would play in, I would always want to rise to the top or rise above, mediocrity.
I know. No, not be average.
Yes, not be average. Yeah.
In the recent past, you've been named as one of the most influential women in digital transformation.
Yeah, so I think it's when you look at the title influential, I think it's more of the impact that you've made. It may not be, yes, there's some project that probably I've worked on, but for me, I think it's the impact that I've had on women in technology in our field. We are not that many, although right now I can say we are at a very good point where things have started to shift. And so the work that I've done with several organizations like ISACA Kenya, which is a technology professional association of IT professionals in Kenya. We're about 2,000 members, and across the world we are about 200,000. Yeah. So I've served as the president of that association.
ISACA?
Yes, ISACA. Okay. ISACA Kenya. So I've served as the president of the association, and in that role I was able to lead discussions in terms of IT policy. We used to get called to sit in the tables of different workforces in government that led to policy or IT legislation bills. But also just having industry conversations on the same and bringing more women in tech. But for the roles that I've served in throughout my career, the different projects that I've worked on that have probably brought different impact to the organizations that I served. So with Isuzu now doing different things, but previously with Standard Chartered and Liberty as well, insurance. So there are different types of technology projects that I've worked on that I think led me to, get recognized as a leader in technology.
As a leader in technology.
Yeah.
How do you mobilize women to be in that field?
So there are different programs that we can run, because one thing about the technology field, so you'll have many ladies probably starting out in the early careers, but then when they get it, because of the support, when they get into the field, within 2-3 years, they've already left the IT field because they don't have the right structure, they don't have the right support. There are not that many women leaders in the field. So there are a lot of mentorship programs that different technology associations are running. So for me, I've been heavily involved in a program called She Leads Tech.
She Leads Tech.
Yeah, so it's a program that ISACA Kenya runs, and we have a platform where we pair women, younger women, with older like mentors or people who have been in the industry. And we also run skills workshop on leadership, soft skills, so how to position yourself in the workplace, how to make yourself advance in your career. We bring in technology leaders who have been there before, but we also get the buy-in of men, because you cannot go on this journey alone. So we have our men allies as well, who we ask to come in and help coach and support women in their various fields of the workplace. So that's what I can say is heavily what I've done to ensure that we continue having. Yeah.
Is She Leads a global or a local?
It's
program?
A global program, but in country you run it how you want, so long as you just staying true to the values of what the original intent of the program is. So here in Kenya we have the autonomy to do what we've been doing. So we have a book club that we had started. So the ladies are able to meet and talk about topical issues or topical books. It's not just technology. It's
so you talk about other things.
Other things, yes. Yeah, okay. We have to be all-rounded, and so that's what we are focusing on.
How regularly do you meet with that?
So the book club quarterly, but we're trying to see if we can get more to have it on a monthly basis. But the She Leads Tech, we run, we have like a big WhatsApp group where we have activities that we run through, and then we have workshops across the year. So 4 workshops every quarter, but we have like our biggest event every year in November, where we bring in ladies who are both in tech and ladies who are not in technology as well. So we are also geared on just empowering women.
So that's an annual program,
yes,
like the conference one?
Like the conference, yes.
Okay, all right. How do you think that ISACA affects our everyday life in technology?
So for ISACA, it's more of like we'll train our members or non-members, and these non-members work in different organizations. So they will affect your lives in the sense that they will ensure like
there's impact.
Yes, there's impact in terms of like systems. Let me give an example. So we train IT auditors. IT auditors, you may be wondering, most people know what financial auditors do. They come and they check the book of accounts.
Yes.
But what about IT auditors? So IT auditors make sure that the systems that are, producing these financial accounts or financial results are actually sound, that there's no manipulation in between in those systems. Then you have different types of IT auditors. So you may have cybersecurity auditors. They make sure your systems are secure. So our work is to train the members, or we provide trainings and the tools to be able to do that to our members, and then in turn they're able to go and translate those into various organizations that they work with.
What is that one milestone that when you look you're like, this is my signature stamp?
Okay, I can think of two actually. Yeah. So internally we rolled out a HR chatbot. And this is supposed to allow like our users, because we have quite big, Isuzu is a very big organization, and we have a very lean HR team. So you can imagine everybody going to the HR asking them, oh, how do I apply for leave? How do I do this? So we've simplified that process, and it's able to answer mundane queries that are, let's say, repetitive. Yeah. So how to apply for leave, what does the policy say about certain things? And we've seen that has been able to reduce the turnaround time for the number of queries that HR have gotten. So we roll that out internally. But for our customers externally facing, we are about just to roll out a telematics solution. So telematics is a gadget where we'll install it in your car, and especially for the ladies watching, we don't like going to the garage. Yes. So what we're able to do is, what the tool is able to do is to give you insights about the car. So is it due for service? How well are you driving? Are you really pressing the brake harshly? So it will give you a score based on how well you should be driving. And then it will tell you your car is due for service, bring it now to one of our Isuzu dealers, or bring it to our Isuzu service center. If you are part of if you're part of a business and let's say you have pickups or fleet of lorries that you're managing, it's able to give you insights about driver behavior, driver scoring. So that's a tool that it's called Isuzu Connect, and we're looking to roll it out in the next few months. So that's one of the let's say signature projects that I can say I'm working on, and we're looking to bring impact to the ladies and to the sector.
Wow. People do not just grow, and somehow we always have to talk about this. Do you feel that you've gotten the kind of support from family that has gotten you to where you are?
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, I've had very supportive parents who are go-getters themselves. They made sure that we focus on education, being diligent and, just working hard. And they gave us opportunities. We may not have had, all the money in the world, but they made sure that the little we have, we are prudent about it, but we're able to have the opportunities to be able to have a good education and also push the boundaries in terms of excellence that I talked about earlier. So for me, my family has been very supportive. I used to look up to my dad because he would travel a lot, and I would say, I want a job like that. Yeah, and then my mom, despite, she was raising us up, but she also went back to school, did her master's as she was raising us. And in fact, she has 2 masters. So they've been a good example. Nice. A good example for me and my siblings to be able to ensure that, the education is, of course, setting the baseline of our different careers that we wanted to pursue. So family has been quite important, and they keep me grounded and rooted, even as, you continue this life journey. You're still Mercy. You're not Mercy, the director, when you're at home.
Yes. In fact, that makes me go to the next question, which would be, when you look at Mercy, the IT and digital transformation director, and you look at Mercy in the home, what are those traits that you think overlap?
That's a good question. I think on both fronts, empathy. So as a leader home, so I'm a firstborn daughter. So of course, with that comes responsibility. And with that, so you're both a leader on both sides, and your parents look up to you. In fact, my sisters call me deputy parent. So I think both sides, what overlaps is you have to be empathetic. So with my team, I am able to, be firm with them, but also be able to be empathetic to certain situations where, let's say, you've not jumping to conclusions when they've done wrong, but with empathy also, because I'm a very empathetic leader. Sometimes that can lead to you being, let's say, taken advantage of. So I would say I am empathetic, but also ensure that accountability is taken on both sides, with both my sisters and my brothers, but also on the work side. I think those two kind of overlap a lot.
So you're being firm and being objective at the same time.
Being objective, yeah.
Being fair to people.
Yeah.
Okay. When you look at Mercy, the professional that was growing up, the IT professional, and the current Mercy, the director for IT and digital transformation, do you see a difference? Is there?
Yeah, definitely. I think when I was starting my career, like Mercy, the young professional, was looking for answers. Looking a lot for answers, very curious. What I wanted to do at that point was, honing my craft. But now, being a leader, I'm looking for, what are the right answers to the questions that I was asking or that I was curious on. So my work as a director is to ensure that, as an IT director, is to ensure that I'm working with the other business leaders, the other directors in the company, and ensuring that I'm translating what their needs are from a technology point of view. My work is to simplify their work or simplify the processes that they have internally, and also serve our customers better. Right now, everything is moving digital, so we have a lot of opportunity there. So definitely, Mercy as the IT director, more strategic.
Yes,
Mercy as a young professional, I was, honing my craft and making sure that I'm becoming the best at what I do technically. Then as I move up to the director role, I'm now focused on, now bringing, value and bringing everything together. Yeah.
IT is a very, it's not just dynamic, but it's a very demanding job. Like when I worked, we look for the IT people even for something that is not there, And so it can be very demanding.
Yeah.
How do you manage to balance, and be able to control the traffic that is coming to you and still be able to, you look trim, you look like you even go to the, how do you get that time to be able to do those things?
Yeah, no, I think it's all about time management, first of all. So there are things that are like non-negotiables in your day, because as you said, for us IT, anything can happen any day. So you may be going about your day or even just logged off work, then you're told, oh, there's a crisis, we've been hacked, So you have to be ready anytime and anything can happen. So with that comes a lot of time management and prioritization, what is important to me, if it's nurturing different relationships that I have or my time across the day. So it's like blocking time slots, and like I'm not taking any meetings. I have to do proper work or deep work. For me, like I go to the gym in the morning, so 5 to 6 a.m. because I know after that my day can take a different tangent. So that's a non-negotiable for me. I try and prioritize some things here and there that are key to me, as well as family. So in the evenings, blocking time and saying, yeah, I'm not taking any calls, or this time is for family now. Okay. Yeah.
Now that you've talked about non-negotiable and you've said one of them, what are the other non-negotiable disciplines that you have?
I think it's on the day-to-day. So sometimes you get roped into meetings. Your agency, someone comes and it's like, oh, we forgot about this, it's urgent now. So your agency is not my agency. So having that boundary and non-negotiable, I think also helps people to kind of plan better. Of course, there's some times where some of the emergencies, it needs you to step in. Yeah, they're really...
Some are not.
Yeah, and of course, if it's your MD, you can't say no. But just making sure you balance the time, balance, say this is, it's not acceptable to be able to try and, squeeze this non-emergency and make it an emergency for me, because that again distorts my whole day.
Absolutely.
Distorts my whole schedule. So just finding a balance between what that is. And then I think my other non-negotiable, I guess, also is, blocking time for family as well. Yeah. Yeah.
You've talked about family, you've talked about friends. How do you nurture those relationships with your friends, with family? Yes, you've said something about it, but how do you nurture it?
You have to be intentional. So the same way I have I've blocked time for business meetings during the day. I also block time to nurture these relationships with my friends, and so scheduling time to meet them, scheduling time whether it's doing something, because you have busy days. So the other thing that I do is probably I incorporate my friends in some of the things that I'm doing, and I'm like, oh, by the way, yeah, I'm going for this talk here and there. We can spend time together. You see what I do. Yeah, so I think that way I'm able to balance the two. It's I wish we had more time in a day, but we don't. So the only 24 hours, but all of us have to kind of put in our weight, and so I find incorporating them into most of the activities that I'm doing helps nurture those relationships, and for me to also appear intentional in terms of doing that. And then I think many of my friends also were also in the same field, so we get to meet up in some of the industry events that are happening. Yeah, so that works.
So that then would go for mentorship as well.
Yeah.
Do you have people who mentor you and people that you mentor?
Definitely.
And how is that handled? Is it strictly structural, or is it just natural? You get it done.
No. So like for me, mentors, in terms of I'm definitely been mentored, and I'm definitely mentoring many other ladies, especially. through like the She Leads Tech program that I talked about earlier. So we pair people with mentors, and so I have about 5 mentees that I am mentoring at the moment. But also for myself, like currently I can say I have 1 mentor. I have had different mentors across my career journey, because as I've taken different pivots here and there, you find maybe this is somebody you want to be able to lean on in terms of their counsel or guidance, and they've gone through that experience. So it's not a linear journey that I would say I only have 1 mentor throughout, you know. Yeah, so it's structured. I mean, for me, I want to give back to society and to women, and also in turn, I also encourage them to also mentor others. In fact, there's some people who approach me and say, "I want to be mentored," and I'm like, "No, I refer them now to my mentees, and like now tell them mentor these ones as well." Yeah.
Oh, nice, because you've already mentored.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
I want us to talk about your award. What was this award that you got in Las Vegas?
Okay, so I got the ISACA Technology for Humanity Award for the 2026 recipient. And it's basically an award given to someone who's made an impact in making sure that you've an award that's given to someone or a person or a program that has made sure that we are trying to bridge the gap between the underprivileged who are not able to access technology. So particularly, there's a program that I ran as a ISACA President that was focused on TVETs. And we ensured that we did courses for them on cybersecurity, data protection, and artificial intelligence.
For TVETs?
Yes, for TVETs.
That's
so
excellent.
We did it from scratch and developed programs for them. So we started piloting with 250 students, and one of the criteria was that it has to be half of the students have to be ladies. And so we made sure of that. And now we're looking now to roll it over to, you know, to other TVETs, because TVETs are actually underserved or underprivileged compared to universities, who probably get much more funding than the TVETs. So we thought we would focus on that, and we actually got a grant from Africa Union to be able to to accelerate some of the courses.
And for me, that TVET, it's exciting.
Yeah.
So I want us to still talk about it after the break.
Okay.
So we're going to go on a break for a short while. Yes.
Right.
But we are recording from the Radisson Blu Hotel and Residence, the Arboretum, and this is Women in Leadership, the Power Within. We are grateful to the Radisson Blu Hotel and Residence for giving us this space. The place has great ambience, and we have enjoyed their space. If you're looking to have a great meeting, if you're looking to have a seamless meeting, this is the place to come. If you're also looking to have a relaxed Sunday with your family, you want to try their Sunday signature brunch. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Women in Leadership, the Power Within. We are talking to Mercy Omollo from Isuzu East Africa. It's so good to have you again. I'm so delighted to have you. That's why I'm saying it the second time. We had talked about the TVETs, and maybe you've told us much as you would have wanted to tell us about it. Yeah, so I think I said earlier, the TVETs are, underserved and as compared to our universities. So, because right now, if you think of even the big tech corporations, Microsoft, the Google, they're probably partnering with universities. Absolutely.
And then you find the TVETs not having any funding or having these exciting projects. And they're actually, brilliant minds
they
have there. Yeah. So you're like, we need to do something for them. And hopefully we'll be able to roll it out to also other TVETs so that they get the opportunity to be able to get these advanced skills, so that by the time they're coming to join the market, they have something as an edge. Yeah.
Okay. Mercy, what is that big leap you've ever had to make, and you're like, oh my goodness, you know, I either drown or...
Actually, it's joining Isuzu. Yeah, because it was quite a big shift for me from, I've worked, most of my career, I've worked with the financial sector. So banking, insurance, and before that I was with Deloitte. So now moving to manufacturing and assembling, and these are cars. I used to be one of the ladies who hates going to the garage. So learning about cars and seeing, you know, how that comes to mind. But over and above that, I think why it's been a big leap for me, I'm working with many of the brilliant minds in the country. We have quite a good depth of talent, quite interesting people that I work with. And so the impact that I need to make in the team, they've already done a lot of leaps and bounds. So imagine coming to try and, you know, fit into them, and also being at par, being excellent at what you do.
Exactly.
So as Isuzu, we want to, you know, scale the leaps in terms of how we transform our customer experience digitally, how you experience our cars digitally, and the like. So we want to ensure that that happens, and that task is heavy on me. So it's quite scary, but I'm quite up to the task, and I'm looking forward to seeing what I can do there. Yeah.
So you actually got scared of being promoted sometimes?
You know? Yeah, it's something else. Like, you're all excited about the job, then you get there and you're like, wow, it's all on me. The height. It's all on me. If it fails, it's me. So, okay. But yeah, I'm excited.
Have you ever had a problem in saying no? Because, you know, as you grow into position, maybe when you're younger, sometimes it's harder to say no. And
yeah. No, as I said earlier, like, I'm very empathetic. So, and you know, also when you do the personality tests, some of these personality tests, I tell you, like, you need to be I'm a diplomatic leader.
Yes.
So I think sometimes telling people no used to be a problem for me. But now balancing that out, and, you know, just knowing that just because I've told you no doesn't mean that I don't like you.
Exactly.
I mean, there's a reason and intent behind that. So able to explain that, yeah, I can't do this, or I'm saying no because of this, explaining to the person, and just holding your ground. It's quite important, especially as a leader. You have to be the one to make the tough calls and be the one to make the tough decisions. Yeah,
I hear you. You know, you make me think of boundaries. You know, at a workplace, you have friends, and in a position of leadership, there are times you'll have to say no to the friends. There are times you'll have to say yes to them. There are times you need to almost move your relationship a bit further. How do you manage the boundaries?
Yes, same thing. I think I think just being direct and being clear with, let's say now, your friends, because you may be part of a friend group. I remember early in my career, I got promoted with, you know, let's say your friends, and you're complaining about something here, and then one of you gets promoted. So I got promoted, and then now some of my friends are reporting into me. So how do you create that boundary?
Within the organization, we were talking earlier about mentorship, but there must be a way in which you grow your people, you know, the people you work with, to ensure that they are always growing, you know.
Yeah.
What kind of program how do you do that?
How do I do that? Personally, first as a leader, to try and stretch them. So, of course, as Isuzu, we have our own company-wide strategy that we have rolled out, and then there'll be the IT strategy that is feeding into that strategy. So I make sure that my team members get a piece of, you know, how the projects that we will implement. So I give some of the projects to lead and let them run with it, but make sure that the expectations are clear, so that I'm not setting them up for failure.
I know.
So, and especially because I lead a very young team, so it's just making sure that the expectations are clear, and I'm also guiding them along the way. So some of the projects will stretch them, other than their day-to-day jobs, the day-to-day work that they have. These projects kind of give them an edge to, you know, do something different. So there's that. And then now, as Isuzu, we ensure that we're giving you the right platform, putting you in training, so it's continuous learning internally as well as externally. We'll send you to go and do certain courses or certain certifications that will be relevant to your work to help you develop us as a company, but also develop yourself. We don't mind it if you will leave us later on and you've gained the skills, but we're looking to see that you're a wholesome being and you're developing your career professionally. So
you're not just developing people so they stay with you.
So that they stay with us, yeah.
You know, you're developing people.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And as you've grown, what's that advice that some mentor gave you that it keeps ringing, even when you're in board meeting, when you're in the conference, you know. You know, there are people who are very impressive in what they say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, and I always repeat it to everyone I meet, mentees, and also my fellow peers. So there's one of she was a mentor, but also a boss at the time in Deloitte. She gave us this very brutal quote that no one wakes up thinking about you. So when it comes to your career, no one wakes up thinking about you. Unless it's a mother who's just waking up and thinking of her infant. But like it was such a brutal quote because at the time we were complaining.
But it's a good one.
Very, very good, because we were complaining that there was one gentleman who was being given opportunities over us. But she came and she told us, nobody wakes up thinking about you, because this guy comes in and he asks for these opportunities to be given. He's the one who comes and steps up, and nobody else is asking. So if you don't ask, the answer will always be no. So you have to try and put yourself out there. There's only so much that a mentor can do. So they'll give you that advice, but you can take that advice, and even as I mentor other ladies, you can clearly see the difference between the people who will take action from what you've told them and others who have not. So I had to have a hard conversation with a mentee, and I was like, if I don't see you making progress, we've discussed things several times for months, and there's no progress. So I will have to end this mentee relationship until you're at the point where you want to take decisive action yourself.
Allow me to ask this, but you've been in glamorous places. How does it feel? How does it feel to be in Las Vegas and everyone is looking at you and just treating you like this intelligent, brilliant Mercy?
It's good to travel. And as I said, like, I think I was looking at my dad always traveling, and I'm like, also want that. But the one thing that I think you have to remain true to is, and that I believe in, your passion comes first. So what you're doing, like for me, I did these things just because I was interested in it. But then now the ripple effect is that now if you become good at your craft, so the ripple effect is that people will want to now call you for such events. And
Absolutely.
so they call you,
Absolutely.
all expenses paid. So I think at the end of the day, just be good at what you do. Focus on that first, and then the money, the travel now comes as a bonus.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's good to to enjoy the other side of the world and see what the world has to offer, especially in this exciting times of AI and the likes. Yeah.
People have always said about the power of words, and it's true. But I'm realizing the power of desire, because you've talked severally about how you desire to be like your dad. But with it comes prestige, comes high places, high stakes. How do you remain humble, my dear? Because you can that place you can, and how do you remain humble and authentic?
So first of all, I think the one thing that keeps me humble is my family and authentic, because at the end of the day, they're like, you're Mercy, the IT director out there, but here at home you're back to us, you're a daughter. You're a default. Can take those titles, you're back. So that kind of grounds you to remain humble. But then also, I'm cognizant of the fact that sometimes if this is all taken away from you, like if the fancy titles are taken away from you, then what?
Who then? Yeah.
Who are you as Mercy? Who are you as a person, as a leader without the titles? So that keeps me humble, that keeps me authentic, and I think that kind of plays plays into it that yes, be a leader that if I was being led, how would I want to be led as well? And so I just want to ensure that the same experiences that I'm giving, like my team members, as a leader, is what I also experience. Because yeah, at the end of the day, that's what matters. How you make people feel. People
keep saying yes.
People don't leave jobs; they leave their managers. So
and they remember how you made them feel.
Yeah, I remember how you made them feel. So
yeah,
so that keeps me humble.
You know, you brought the next question. Who are you without all those titles, without the glamour, without the gym, without the... Who is Mercy?
Yeah, I think Mercy is just like fun-loving girl that enjoys being curious, learning about new things, learning about new cultures, and a lady who enjoys sports a lot.
Good for you.
I played hockey.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I did too.
Oh, you should exchange notes after this. Yeah. So I played hockey and basketball up to club level. That sports keeps me happy, actually. Yeah, so you'll find me over the weekend either watching or participating in something sporty. Yeah, so but someone who loves to see to make impact in people without the titles, without everything. I just want to see communities come together and give impact in whichever way I can.
How do you help your team to be, teamwork spirit? How do you bring the teamwork spirit within your team?
We do a lot of activities together. So first, we of course have our department meetings, and then we have something called Coffee Tech Thursdays, where I think once every 2 months or once every 3 months we have a meetup and outside the office, and we do that. And then we also have our own internal slogan as IT. So trying to build our own culture where we are happy to be we have something that is our own identity.
So what's the slogan?
I wouldn't say it now because it has not yet been approved. But yeah, so that kind of helps us. We borrowed it also from our company slogan, but now something unique to us. And it kind of helps us, have our own thing as IT, and keeps us honest in terms of what culture we want to inculcate. So if we are being looked at as, oh, IT, you've not been working this hard and stuff, so we're trying to shift away from that and have something of our own. So a lot of teamwork, a lot of activities that we do together. And even internally, I let the team run like our department meetings, so everybody gets a chance to showcase their leadership skills or build their communication skills during that time. Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah, so and it helps because sometimes you go into meetings and maybe I've come in late, or one of my deputies has come in late and they have to kind of start off the meetings. Then they are able to hold their ground and hold their own and able to deal with the different stakeholders.
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. IT is so dynamic. How do you keep in step with things?
I definitely have to invest in learning. Yeah.
Yes.
And learning doesn't mean that you have to go back to school all the time. It could be setting aside, like personally set aside like 30 minutes every day to check on different things, what's happening in the market right now. Of course, AI is big. So with AI, installing AI, let's say tools or agents comes with different risks. So I have to also balance the other side. So we want to, of course, accelerate our experience for our customers, but also what are the risks that come with that. So I have to invest into setting aside time every day, reading articles, reading journals that talk about topical matters in technology. But
you're so knowledgeable. I hope you're in any of the boards. Are you in any board?
Yeah. So I volunteer. I serve in the boards of ISACA Kenya right now. So providing, right now my term has ended as president, but I'm on an advisory capacity, just guiding the board. But I also serve with the Kenya Audit, the Kenya Red Cross. So I serve in the Audit and Risk Committee as a member there, and giving my time and giving back as well to the society.
To the society.
Yeah.
Looking at a younger girl, what kind of golden rule would you give them for this, the field that you're in, and even just as a leader?
Golden rule, that's an interesting one. I think, I wouldn't call it a rule, let me just say it as a phrase that you shouldn't let anyone dictate your path, because just because someone has passed through a certain path doesn't mean that you have to follow the same. If you're excellent at what you do, and if you want to, you're sure that this is what I want, then go for it. Yes. The different avenues or different ways that you can help achieve that. So long as, of course, it's above integrity. Yes. Then go for it, and let no one tell you that you can't do it, because we have been there. We are leaders who have also risen through the ranks, and we can be able to, have more younger women also scaling up the ladders, and even accelerating and jumping over the traditional linear path where you have to do, 2 roles before you get to become a leader. I know. I mean, if you're good at what you do, you've put in the work, then you're up to the task. So let no one tell you that you can't do it. Yeah. But it's all about the mindset. If you look at the people who have surpassed these, so-called average thinkers, there's nothing different about them. It's their mindset, and it's their mindset that they believe that I can do this and I will do it. And that I think is the difference between, if you have 2 people who have, let's say, the same skills, the same mindset, and not the same mindset, the same skills, the same, let's say, technology degrees or technology certifications, what will set the 2 apart is their mindset and their thinking. Because their mindset will change how they view a problem, how they solve a problem, how they approach things, and that is what will make them stand out. So if those people who have the blocked mindset that I cannot, move from this, what will set them apart is, changing that mindset to that I can do it, that it doesn't have to be the linear path, and be able to move across. Yeah.
I've heard that women have a way of focusing on what is not working in their lives instead of what is working.
What is not? Sorry?
What is working, more of what is not working. For instance, somebody could be doing very well in their career, and maybe something else is not working. Do you think that's a true statement, and so that it keeps them at mediocrity instead of?
So we focus on what is not working, it's like the glass half full. Are people
more fearful? Yes.
The glass half full. I think.
Are women more fearful than men, or?
I don't think it's a women thing. I don't think it's a gender thing. I think it's it can play both sides, because you also have men who are probably stuck in the same career. So I think it all boils down to the mindset thing, and you should be able to change that thinking. So I wouldn't boil it down to being a woman, honestly. I think we're being too hard on ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so no, it's not a gender thing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We are coming towards the close, but do you think that the IT and digital transformation field is male-dominated?
It is male-dominated. It's heavily male-dominated, and if you want to know that, just go look at even, let's say, the listed companies, the big banks. Most of the leaders are men, but there's been a lot of great progress. So right now, if you go to a lot of the conferences, you're seeing a lot more women taking space and becoming these leaders.
And
so there's good progress. Yeah, there's really good progress. And my CEO, our managing director, Ms. Rita Kavashe, she always tells us, whether you're in IT, because like Isuzu, we are in, of course, the assembly and manufacturing space, and we are also male-dominated because that's engineering as well. So, but you see, for her, she's like the managing director. She's also a lady at the helm of of the seat, and she's able to, you know, navigate that. So there's a lot of progress being made in, I think, male-dominated fields, especially technology, and there's good progress. So one quote that she likes referencing for us is that no matter what your position is, whether you're in finance, whether you're in IT, you're your own CEO.
Exactly.
So make sure that you're doing the best in what
so
you're doing.
So you manage yourself first.
Manage yourself first, yeah. Yeah, so,
okay.
Yeah, but there's good progress. There's good progress in the field of technology, seeing more
with women, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, as we come to the end, I want you to give us some 3 power moves, you know, that have accelerated your career.
So I think the first one was a transition from, so I would say I'm introverted, yeah. So I had to learn how to, you know, do public speaking. And I looked at where I wanted to go in my career. I was like, there are certain associations that I want to serve in that would position me into probably being viewed as a technology leader. So the first one for me was deciding to run for president of ISACA. I remember at the time I had so many men, or let me say so many people, because it was not only men, but most of them were, who heavily discouraged me on doing it. We have been in existence for 25 years, and we've only had one female president. And so they were like, no, it's not time, you wait, this is what you need to do. But I think that right time and that right move for me was doing it at that time, despite the popularity. Most people wanted me to wait for 2 years before I was able to run. So doing that for me was a power move.
And courage then.
Yeah, and courage as
that.
well.
Okay.
Yeah, it was scary, but yeah, I made it, and the impact that was seen through my tenure, I think is still being felt as well. So that was the first power move. And then the second one, as I said, changing my mindset shift, and you see the power move to, you know, join Isuzu. If I had stuck to my traditional, you know, banking, financial services sector, I'll probably still be in those particular sectors. But this growth has made me grow exponentially, especially in terms of the impact that I need to make, and the impact that I know I will make in terms of digital transformation for this, and hopefully also position the assembly and manufacturing industry in a good light. Yeah. And then, so those are 2. For me, whether I would have remained in Standard Chartered or whether it was, you know, Liberty, it's always continuous growth, pivoted, because even if you look at my career, for, like, let's say for Liberty, I had stayed there for 7 years, but I wasn't in the same role for those 7 years. I made sure I have given my best, and I'm like, okay, I have outgrown this. I need to pivot and move to a different role now. So as you're looking for opportunities, even to move, let's say, to a different company, within you can still do a lot of impact. And so it was like, okay, I've done this. Let me put my hand up and say I want to do this. And those opportunities were also presented to me, and I took them up. So continuous growing, whether it's pivoting, or it's, as I said, it's not linear. And I think that has been one of the traits that has helped me, you know, pursue and reach where I am.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. Oh, thank you. It's been nice talking to you. We looked forward to having you, and we've had you today.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for your brilliance. We've enjoyed having you.
Thank you so much.
Now, viewers, we are coming to the end. And a big thank you to Radisson Blu Hotel and Residence Arboretum.